So today I was invited to speak at the Stanford campus, and this is like a dream for me because you can feel Larry Page and Sergey Brin creating Google and getting their first money here. So I love to exchange with the students. You can feel the startup atmosphere. It's like a dream. Are we allowed to tape here? If not, well, then I apologize and I'll request afterwards. I'm sorry.
Which is called Seesmic. He's going to talk to you about it. And Loic is a very famous French serial entrepreneur. He launched 4 different companies, internet-related companies that he sold.
Thank you for this introduction, which is of course way exaggerated. But I'm launching a company called Seesmic, S-E-E-S-M-I-C. Here, and it's a video conversation. The need is quite obvious to me, is like there isn't such a conversation in video. In text, it's very interesting what you get on social software, what you get on blogs, but not in video. YouTube is not a conversation. I don't see it as a conversation. It's more like enabling the long tail and people posting in there. And TV is not a conversation. Then what I learned, trust my team as much as possible. I mean, it's really like people self-manage themselves. And we're so transparent that people know it, people know everybody in my team because they are in video. So it's like they have the pressure that I have from the outside to them, and they feel exactly the same pressure. Like my CTO is on Seesmic all the time and all the time in video. And people tell him, this feature is missing, you've not done that. That's the best boss in the world, right? Because he knows. And if there's something wrong, they go after him. Any questions, reactions, insults, criticism? Yeah?
Why did you decide to move to the US and start this company in the US?
That's a very good point. They had press there, but it's like local, right? And everything is local, local, local. So you target 60 million people. And then by the time you've set a success in France, say, there is an American company that has 300 million as a target, as a natural market, that doesn't have 22 languages to go through in Europe. Second problem. So this one, I wanted global, and I said, let's move to the center, which is here, and I'm very happy so far. In Davos, I bumped into Richard Branson, and I said, look, why are you not in politics? And he says, you're stupid or what? You have to understand politicians don't change the world, so that made me think about going into too much of politics or not, so I stopped. And then he said, your problem with France is you speak French. Well, yeah, you have too much French. You're talking only to 60 million people, and that's your problem. You should move. And he was very strong with me, to London or to Silicon Valley. And those two were influential enough for me to say, okay. The main topic we talked about is the difference between Europe and the US, and I quoted trust. Trust is very different with Europe. The trust in Europe, by default, I think you start at 0 trust. And it takes you 5 years to earn the trust of a company like Peugeot, for example, the car manufacturer, or I don't know, France Telecom. And when you have it, then you really have it. Here, you start with, I think, maximum trust. And then if you break anything, you're done. I don't know if you correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my feeling. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Romain. It was really, really cool. I don't even know if we can tape here.